Thank you for teaching me not to be helpful, you fat piece.
You have to step back, step back, step back, step back, step back.
In California, that is retired firefighter Joseph Garces. He just saved a man's life, but is now getting chewed out by a police officer. And Garces is yelling back.
I don't know who you're
Oh, yeah, so now you're going to come over with me, huh? You're doing a really good job right now, aren't you?
I need you to back up.
You need to calm him.
I need you to back up.
Come here.
No.
I got him. Come here.
That's the Santa Paula cop, Christopher Rivera.
You need to hands off.
Officer Rivera just twisted Garces' arm and dislocated the man's shoulder.
Really, the pain compliance, that's what we need to do? Because you don't like being talked.
What's his name?
Do you see what you're doing wrong? If you know how to do this job and you have a badge, then you would understand. Now, do you want to go for 148 if you have a badge?
It's so
Do you have a badge?
Yes,
Are you retired?
Yes.
Do you want to go for 148 for being in a crime scene? Just because sergeants on patrol don't know how to do their job, and you were a
You're
cop
saying your sergeant doesn't know how to do his job?
Take him. Turn him around.
Hey, check that out. I stopped to help somebody who's been shot. I'm getting arrested.
Have a seat for a second.
Just so you know.
This incident is now at the heart of a federal lawsuit for civil rights violations, battery, and negligence. The clash began in October 2020. Retired firefighter Joseph Garces was driving in Santa Paula when he saw a shooting victim, Samir Salgado, lying face up in a parking lot in a pool of blood. Mr. Garces got out of his vehicle and began administering CPR. Police arrived moments later.
Don't go to the car. Don't go to that car. Stay over here. Stay over here. Stay over here. Come over here. That's your car?
That's my car. I was driving by. I saw it. I'm a retired firefighter.
Okay.
I'm not a part of this.
We don't know anything about that. We see a gun in the car. You're not going there. Do you have your ID?
It's in the car.
What's your name?
Joe Garces.
Joe Garces, you got to relax, okay? We know you're helping us out.
Wait, but you guys aren't listening either. That's part of the problem. Yeah.
So I said we appreciate your being involved. Okay. We just run it.
That's his knife. I took it out of his pocket to cut his shirt off.
And that's your vehicle.
Yeah, I was driving north. I saw the lady. They were looking this way, and I saw him down, and I thought it was beer or something. Spun around and came in, saw the blood. She said they were calling 911. I screamed, has he been shot? And she said, yeah, as I was pulling in.
Okay.
Saw the gunshot wound to the side of his face. I did a quick check, found the gun in his waistband, rendered it useless, stuck it inside my car, grabbed his knife, cut off his shirt, and then you guys started showing up.
Okay. Did you see
CPR.
anybody running,
Nothing.
anybody
Nothing.
leaving the area, anything?
Not a thing.
Someone relieves him, get a mask.
Not a thing.
Get this guy out of here. Sir.
He's a witness.
What the?
Relax, okay? We appreciate it.
Huh?
So I got a crime scene, sir. I'm a detective.
Yeah, and I'm here helping him, so step the off. Okay? If you're a good detective, you wouldn't be yelling at me right now. You'd be taking care of your job.
Over here.
You. I can't get the out of here.
Get out of my crime scene. Get out of my crime scene.
What are you going to do to me?
Get out of my crime scene.
Get out of my crime scene. That is Detective Chris Rivera.
I'm going to make you next time. Get out of my crime scene.
Come with me, Mr. Garces. Mr. Garces.
That's my.
Come with me, Mr. Garces.
No wonder people don't give you guys the benefit of the doubt. And I worked with you for 27 years. When do I get my car back then? Hey, tell them. Thank you for teaching me not to be helpful, you fat piece.
You have to step back. Step back, step back, step back, step back, step back. I don't know who you're
Oh, yeah, so now you're going to come over with me, huh? You're doing a really good job right now, aren't you?
I need you to back up.
You need to calm him.
I need you to back up.
Officer Rivera then leaves the crime scene to confront Mr. Garces.
No,
I got it. Come here.
No, you need to understand. Hands off me. Really, the pain compliance, that's what we need to do? Because you don't like being talked.
What's his name?
Take it down a notch.
You can take
Take
it down
a notch.
Somebody here's not controlling themselves.
Down.
It's you.
Take a deep breath.
Don't be a hypocrite.
I've taken a deep breath. It's your turn now.
Yeah, don't be a hypocrite.
You want to talk like adults? I'll let you go.
Okay,
You want to talk
did
like
you
adults?
start talking to me like an adult?
Do you understand how I need to
Do you
do my
see
job?
what you're doing wrong?
If you know how to do this job and you have a badge, then you would understand. Now, do you want to
It's
go
so
for 148 if you have a badge?
It's so
Do you have a badge?
Yes,
Are you
I
retired?
do. Yes.
Do you want to go for 148 for being in a crime scene? Just because sergeants on patrol don't know how to do their job, and you were a
You're
cop
saying
at
your
one time-
sergeant doesn't know how to do his job?
Take him. Turn him around. Where's your badge at?
In my Jeep, like I keep saying, but you won't listen.
We're adding your Jeep.
Hey, you will see it when you look
Do
at
you
the
want
fucking
your car?
Jeep.
Do you want me to have to write a search warrant and keep it, or do you want to keep your car? Do you want to get home as soon as possible?
I'm not talking anymore.
Okay. Sink them in this car right here.
64. What's your first name?
Joe.
Joe.
Hey, check that out. I stopped to help somebody who's been shot. I'm getting arrested.
Have a seat for a second.
Just so you know, I'm retired because of PTSD.
Got it.
Major anxiety problems.
Got it.
Being in handcuffs doesn't help me. And I know you guys got to do it. Keep away from me.
You got it.
He is accelerating this way more than I am.
I won't let him talk to you anymore. You want the windows down or anything?
Can we just sit right here with me, the door open? I ain't going anywhere, dude. You guys all know where I live.
I'll sit right here for now.
I mean, I know what you guys do. I mean, I did it with you for 27 years in Oxnard, not Santa Paula.
Right.
To have that happen, that's as unprofessional as anything I did, and a cop shouldn't lose it like that. You and I both know that.
Do me a favor, just sit here for now.
No problem. Well, they know that. I already told the first couple guys here that there's a gun on the floor of of the driver.
Okay.
Oh, dude, this is gonna freak me out. Come back quick.
I'll roll down the windows a little bit.
I can't stand this.
Okay. And what was your last name, sir?
Garces.
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 Okay. And you're detained right now, okay? You're not under arrest. All right, man?
Moments later, Mr. Garces asked if officers or EMS could help get the shooting victim's blood off of him.
Absolutely. Hey, Cap, can we get some decontamination for a guy in the back of the car here? He was doing CPR, got blood on him. I got the fire captain come over to decontaminate. I don't know. I've been standing over here. This is the one that needs decontaminated. Cap, he has blood on him. Yeah, he's actually a witness, but he was doing CPR when we came up, and we had to.
Where's the blood on him? Do you know?
I don't know. Okay. Probably on his hands.
EMS decontaminated Mr. Garces, though the police officers held him in the back of the patrol car for another 10 minutes. Then, Officer Rivera uncuffed Mr. Garces and told him he was free to leave. Mr. Garces asked for emergency medical services and was taken by ambulance to a local hospital. According to medical records in the lawsuit, Mr. Garces was treated for a dislocated shoulder and a torn labrum that had to be surgically repaired. The lawsuit also says Garces suffered emotional distress and that the arrest triggered a post-traumatic stress response he had first experienced as a firefighter in Oxnard, California. The shooting victim in this case, Samir Salgado, survived. And a few days after the gunfire, authorities made an arrest charging an alleged triggerman with attempted murder. As for Mr. Garces, the Good Samaritan who stopped and saved Mr. Salgado's life only to be yelled at and arrested by a cop, the lawsuit against Santa Paula's police department is grinding on. A judge recently ruled that Officer Christopher Rivera had qualified immunity and could not be held personally liable for excessive force. However, the lawsuit against the police department and the city is moving forward. Legal experts say Mr. Garces has a strong case. They note the courts have long held that all citizens have a First Amendment right to criticize and even yell at police.
I'm leaving right now. I'm trying to leave.
This gentleman's already asked you to leave once. You came back around.
He asked me to leave the garage, which I left.
No, you're here in the garage. You can't have left the garage.
He asked me to keep driving, and I kept driving.
Okay.
He didn't say don't come back.
You want this gentleman to leave? Yes, please.
I'm trying to leave. What do you think I'm doing? You just stopped me.
Today we have body cam footage of two Boise, Idaho police officers as they approach a civilian who was allegedly filming an incident, a traffic stop incident, and that's unfortunately when things took a turn for the worse.
I want to make it super clear.
So tell me what I was interfering with.
Take that out of my
Oh, okay. Well, I'm not resisting.
You're a wreck.
I'm not resisting.
And honestly, from the looks of it, it seemed like the parking attendant who called the police officers kind of regretted his decision. He just wanted them to defuse the situation, but they kind of instantly escalated things and were just ready to pounce on him, ready to arrest him.
You're under arrest.
All right.
You're going to put that up in my face and try to assault me.
I wasn't trying to assault you, but
That's what it looked like to me.
I'm glad your camera's on. Oh my gosh, you guys. So what are you arresting me for?
Resisting and obstructing.
Resisting and obstructing?
Yep.
Okay. Well, what was I obstructing?
My investigation.
How was I obstructing your investigation?
Can you try to block my view?
Block your view from what? My
With your
face?
camera? I'm trying to have a conversation with you.
Tell me. What was I blocking your view from? See how you guys are gonna get so much love for this.
Honestly, this is a type of situation that's like a substitute teacher trying to get control of the classroom. When police officers do stuff like this, it's just because they're trying to maintain their authority. They feel uncomfortable and they're trying to assert their dominance, even when it's not necessary. You know, because oftentimes these officers lack people and social skills to actually diffuse situations or to actually get to the bottom of whatever's going on. But you could tell after the fact, he was like, oh, well, you were obstructing my investigation. Your investigation? He's a guy who was smaller than you, who had a phone in your face. That's all it was. You were just trying to assert your dominance because you felt insecure and out of control of the situation.
The power's gone majorly to your head. You're going to shove me in the face after holding my camera up?
No, for blocking my view and obstructing
Blocking your view of what? Of my face? See, you can't, Carter, you got yourself f***ed up, dude. Okay. Blocking your view. What was I blocking his view of, Westendorf? You got nothing? I bet not. That's a battery. You put it in electronic devices.
Slide this one. Thank you.
You better control your partner, my friend. How could you not take my ID?
Here.
Very first
Do you
thing.
want me to put it in your pocket? You're gonna put it back
I don't know. I'm scared of what you might do, so I'm gonna put it in my pocket. Someone is. You guys got the wrong one.
Even though this incident occurred almost exactly a year ago now, the man arrested, Ty Wernicke, has just filed a federal lawsuit against the city of Boise and the two officers involved, Corporal Denny Carter and Officer Avery Westendorf, who he called Ganondorf hilariously in that video exchange.
Carter was Ganondorf. Perfect.
Accusing them of committing multiple violations, including arresting without probable cause, excessive force, assault and battery, false arrest, unreasonable search, and malicious prosecution. And listen, at the end of the day, part of being able to control a situation, or at least diffuse a situation, is being able to remain calm so that you can get to the bottom of the facts involved. Being able to calm others down, which is what you really need to be a police officer, especially since you have all those weapons and the legal authority to use them against people and likely get away with it. Oftentimes, police officers are just upset because they feel a certain type of way, and in order to quell that anxiety or that insecurity, they assert their dominance with force. And unfortunately, that happens way too often.